What's up, guys? Cipher Pol 808 back again, and today we're going to be getting into some One Piece live reactions. You know, it's been a One Piece filled weekend. We had the cast of the live action One Piece adaptation on Netflix announced. We had the One Piece film Red announcement come out. They had the One Piece episode 1000 air. I'm going to be doing videos on all these, separately, but, just a lot of One Piece action going on. And then we have, chapter 1032 going on. So let's jump right into chapter 1032. But before we start, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, as well as a bell icon if you want to be notified of any future content. But now that you have, let's jump straight into the chapter. All right, chapter 1032, Odin's Beloved Blade. All right, so on the cover page, it looks like we got Yamato right here, and it says, reader request, Black Cats and Yamato making deliveries. All right, so we see these little black cats. They're, carrying everything, looking like these pretty heavy, and Yamato's just, slave driving over there, like that way. All right, but let's get into the chapter. Okay, so starting off, all right, we got Phoenix over here, and we got Izo. So we got Marco. He says, so what's going on, Izo? Why am I carrying a wounded man around? Sorry, it's just that message earlier. The outcry about an enormous apparition has me feeling uneasy. Where was that enemy before? All right, so Izo and Marco, they kind of link back up in the middle of all the chaos, and they're kind of wondering what that ominous thing they saw earlier. Sounds like this castle is on fire. Be careful, Izo. I know. All right, and then we see Big Mom is right there, and we see Marco kind of flying in the background, and Big Mom's kind of going on the attack right there. And it says the samurai are blocking the exit. Bring out the cannons. We're going to burn alive if we don't get through to the open. All right, so even, Kaido's crew, they're trying to escape these flames right now. Everyone is being kind of pushed away and pushed out by this fire. So, they're starting to run out of real estate given Onigashima is, floating right now. So what's everybody about to do? So they're trying to do everything they can. They're trying to blast an opening if they can. All right, second basement level. What do we got here? All right, so we're going back to that whole kind of confrontation when Yamato kind of bursted into the room, and we saw Apu and Drake kind of going at it, or about to go at it. Wait, young Master Yamato, hear me out. All right, so this is Apu. He's like, yo, Yamato, hear me out. And okay, Yamato, what does she got to say? She says, I'm busy right now. Don't follow me. All right, so she's trying to still get down to that armory, and, these two are just kind of in her way right now. Apu, haven't you learned your lesson yet? All right, and then we say, okay, we got this big number behind her. It's the numbers, and everyone's freaking out, and okay, so Yamato recognizes it, and she's like, Fuga, it's nice to see you again, but I'm in a hurry. All right, and Fuga is just massive, and looks like he's got a club in his hand right there. All right, and it says, announcement to all sectors from the second floor. The enormous fire monster is heading to the basement. All right, so Yamato's like, oh, shit. The fire monster's heading to the basement where I'm trying to get to, disarm all these ammunition so they don't blow if we impact. But if a fire monster gets there, it's going to blow up anyway. So she got to, step on it pronto. All right, and then what do we got here? Okay, it looks like we got Brooke and Nico Robin kind of jumping down and says, huh? A cushion? No, this is hair. And it says, whose hair? Oh, did they jump on Fuga's hair right there? And it looks like we got CP0, in hot pursuit. They're just right behind her. Yep, CP0, okay. They're coming in. And we see, okay, so Brooke and Robin, they look up and they realize, they're like, okay, here they come. We'll just have to fight. And it says, hold on, what is that? All right, so what are they looking at? And then even CP0, they start to, look behind. They're like, huh, what's that? And we just see, it looks like two bodies in flames or something. All right, what is this? It's huge. Its goal is unknown. It keeps moving downward. Oh, no, is this maybe one of Big Mom's homies or something? No, that's so this is the creature, yeah. So this is the creature Kondro created. It's huge. That's the fire creature they're talking about. All right, so this thing is getting massive right now. And, we see Yamato. She's looking up. What is this thing? It's passing through the walls, going lower. All right, so, this thing, she's finally seen it with her own eyes. And she's like, oh, it's going lower. It's starting to head straight down to the, the armory. And it says, if it goes any further down, no, anything but that. All right, so literally the one thing that she's trying to, do more than anything else is stop this armory from blowing up. And all of a sudden, here comes this big-ass fire monster that can just go through walls. And she's like, are you kidding me right now? All right, is Brooke going to be the key to saving this? All right, we see Brooke over here and it says, the entire island's going to explode. Fuga, I need your help. All right, and we say, okay, so Yamato's calling out to Fuga. CP0 is on the other side of the flames. They'll be after us again soon. Let's hurry. All right, so a little bit of luck right here, working out for our heroes. We see Robin and Brooke, they kind of, seems like they got separated by one of the flames, coming off the monster. So it's giving them a little bit of an opportunity to escape right now. But, they're going to be right back there on their trail as soon as they get past this fire. And we see, okay, it sounds like they're picking up, someone's got a Den Mushy. And it says, lapdogs of the Celestial Dragon spotted in Kaido's castle. What a scoop this is. I bet Morgans will pay big for these picks. After losing their arms broker, Doflamingo, the government has finally stooped to. Alright, so CP0's there, and Apu's like, ooh, if I get pictures of this, I can, give this to Big News Morgan. I can't imagine how much he would pay to have, a scoop like this. And then they just look up and it says, don't get in over your head. Alright, so what are they going to do to him? And oh my, he just comes in and looks like he's just smashing Apu in the face. And then next thing you just see Apu's face is just kind of crunched in right there. And we see Drake just looking, he's like, Apu! And it looks like Apu is down for the count. I don't think he's dead, but he definitely looks like he's knocked out. Alright, X-Drake, do you think we're not aware of exactly who you are? Alright, so they must know, they must be talking about him being a captain in Sword. Then why don't you start with some excuses? Inconvenient truths are meant to be erased. Alright, so he's coming in, he's like, okay, I know who you are, you know who I am, but I can't let you confirm that to anyone, so I'm going to take you out too. Alright, so Drake, is he going to be able to take out CP0? And then, okay, Apu just blows him up right as he's coming in to smash on X-Drake, and X-Drake is, ready to counter. Apu from the ground, looks like he's sends out one of his attacks, and the dude just eats it straight to the face. Oh, yes. Man, that hurts. Stupid government assassins. And Drake's like, oh, you're still alive. Yeah, I know how to use a little thing called armament hockey, idiot. Alright, so still, little rivalries still here and there. They're going to pay now. And you're in the Navy, aren't you? Alright, so Apu's like, you're in the Navy, aren't you? So, he's a broker of information. He's gathering all these things. He sees CP0 here, He's completely confirmed that Drake is a member of the Navy still, even though he's supposed to have been like an ex-Navy guy. And it says, are you in or are you out? They started this fight. No, you did. Alright, so we see the guy, he's kind of getting back up and he's kind of shaking it off right now. Alright, what do we got here? Of course I'm in. Alright, we see X-Drake and Apu looking like they're launching into their attacks, and Drake turns into his dinosaur form right there. Okay, now we're going back outside to Zoro. He's dealing with King. King's able to fly around in his pterodactyl form. And he's got all this open sky to, just kind of circle around and just come in and attack Zoro. So let's see how he's doing. Alright, he's grabbing the top of his head for some reason. What the hell is he doing? Okay, he's kind of pulling it. And we see Zoro, he's like, so he's supposed to pull back on his crest like that. And what the hell? And he's like kind of pulling it back, almost like a slingshot, and then he kind of lets it go. And he says, Imperial Deep Pride. And Zoro's just like, what the hell? And okay, all of a sudden we see his, oh my god, did his head just kind of come in, and it just looks like steak. And we just see Zoro kind of cover up, and he just is kind of getting knocked about in the explosion of the attack. How can you block that? It's like a laser beam. And he's just like, the pteranodons of the ancient past hunting their prey just like this. Alright, so I don't know, how dinosaurs work in One Piece world, but I don't remember too many movies with pterodons, or pterodactyls grabbing the back of their head and kind of letting it go to give them a spear. So, who knows? This is King. I think you might have your facts a little bit twisted, buddy, but I like it. Let's see how Zoro, what he can do to counter it. Alright, so he's looking up, and, we see King. He's circling around again. He's coming back in. I had no idea. Alright, so he's getting ready. What's he got? 360-pound Phoenix. So we see he's getting ready, and he just launches it off. I got to figure out a way to land a hit. Otherwise, I'm just wearing myself out. Alright, and then we see King. He says, I'm guessing that flame on your back is another pteranodon feature. It's not. Alright, so we're going to get a little bit of, maybe a little bit of history about King's race and kind of, everything about them specifically. Why they have the flames, what they do with the flames, what they're for. I'm tired of this guy lording it over me. I gotta knock him down to the ground first. All right, so Zoro clearly getting tired of this dude being able to fly and kind of just, having King being superior over him. And it says 3-sword style, and he's getting ready. All right, so he's got, looks like he's forming a dragon right alongside it. He's got all 3 of his swords out. And we see King, he's got, the exclamation points. And it says black rope dragon twister. All right, so he just launches this huge attack, and we see King, he's getting caught up in the middle of it. And he's, he tries to cover up. He's using his wings, and you're going to see all the slashes just, constantly going. And it says he's blocking the slashes with his wings. All right, so Zoro going to be able, he's going to have to break through King's defenses of his wings right now. So between the dragon and the dinosaurs, you guys soak up damage like nobody's business. All right, so, Zoro already was able to deal damage to Kaido, but, it took a lot out of him, and it took a lot of attempts and able to, deal the amount of damage that he dealt to Kaido. True, but in my specific case, it goes beyond even that. All right, or it goes even beyond that. All right, so King, so what is it about King besides being a dinosaur that's giving him this durability? Let's see what we find out. All right, fine, I'll give you a sword fight. I do enjoy a good duel. All right, so King finally, kind of really busting out a sword instead of just using like his wings as like slash attacks or, grabbing the back of his head. He says, I've hit him with a few slashes, yet he's not bleeding. His wings move, so I know they're not ornamental, but I can't be sure if he can use them to fly. All right, so the flames keep burning on his back. All right, so so I guess there's different wings. There's his pterodactyl wings when he's, in his pterodon form or his pterodon wings or whatever. But then when he's just in his normal form, he still has wings. So Zoro's trying to figure out, are those wings functional? Do those wings make him fly? So pretty astute observation. The flames keep burning on his back. I assume they were part of his powers, but apparently they're not. All right, so this has absolutely nothing to do with his zone devil fruit or his pterodon powers or anything like that. These flames on him are just have to do with his actual, lineage. And it says, is he a fishman? Giant? Okay. No, I bet it's from some race I've never heard of. All right, so Zoro's kind of, going through the Rolodex in his head of all the races he's kind of encountered or heard of. And he's like, all right, well, I can't think of anything this is, so I guess it's something I haven't heard of right now. And we see, all right, so King looks like he's able to kind of send Zoro flying back right there. I got to solve whatever this is. All right, so we see Zoro, and he's still got the sword in his mouth, but, he definitely took a little bit of damage when he got sent flying back right there. Or else I'm not. And we see him kind of just fall, and he's on his head. Going to be able to beat him. All right, so Zoro, he's kind of just lying there. He's like, all right, let me catch my breath real quick. He's taking them big, deep breaths. What's that sound? A shamisen? No, that can't be right. All right, so something's coming from Enma right there. He's hearing a sound. What's he hearing? No! Is Enma starting to suck out his haki? Oh, what? This is not a good time. He needs to be like really in control when he's really wielding Enma, so Enma doesn't take out too much of his haki and his life force. But it looks like that's exactly what's happening right now. And Zoro just is, he just has this panic look down his face, like, no, Enma is. And then we cut him back to the treasure repository. All right, a roach has cut his head off already. And he said, is that a shamisen playing? That's nonsense. In the midst of battle, what trick is this? It's coming from the next room. All right, so not only did Zoro hear it, but now in a completely different section, we hear Orochi hearing it. So Orochi, he's he's supposed to be dead right now, so he's trying to lay low, but he's trying to move over, and he's like going to go investigate. So he cracks open the door. Oh, it's so bright. Someone's in there. Is it an enemy? Do they know I'm here? All right, what do we got? And whatever he's seeing, it just kind of makes his face just kind of drop. Even though you can only see a part, in the sliver or the crack of the door, you can just kind of see his face is dropped. And he just starts stuttering, what? And K.O. Komurasaki, and she's just sitting there playing. Oh my goodness. Have I died and gone to heaven? Or is this just a dream? Since that terrible day, I have not spent a night without dreaming of you, my dear. I cannot forget you. All right, and then Toki's like, neither can I, my lord. I am always, always by your side. If this is a dream, I don't want to wake up. Okay, I'm just so confused. Like, how can Orochi see, Komurasaki knowing that that is the daughter of Odin and not just be freaking out. He's like, is this a dream? I don't want to wake up. Like every other, member of the Kozuki clan, he is freaked out. Like, but he almost seems like he's kind of glad that she's not dead. Like I'm not even sure how to explain it. Like he does look a little afraid, but he's not completely utterly terrified. Like he doesn't want to see her. He's like, is this? Am I dreaming? Like I've been thinking of you every single night since I had you killed. But okay, I don't even know what's going on with that. I mean, maybe she wants to deal the final blow to Orochi herself, or stall him so that Momo can come in and do something. But he's got his hands full with Kaido and Luffy, so maybe she's gonna be the one that has to, Hiyori's gonna have to be the one to deal the final blow. And then we got everything going on with Zoro and King. Zoro's having some issues right now, or Enma looks like Enma's kicking in full force, so Zoro gonna be able to wield Enma properly to, really deal some damage to King and kind of put an end to this fight, because King is kind of just whooping his ass right now. So Zoro needs to step it up. Man, just a lot going on in this chapter, and just a messed up way to end it. I love it that I'm just like, wait, what? That's how you end the chapter? So, yeah, excellent chapter. Let me know what you guys thought of the chapter. Let me know if you guys have any comments, anything you guys like to talk about. I'll try and put up a review video later. But, yeah, this was an excellent chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day.